Alright, I've been saving money to go overseas for the family, so I haven't had a lot on the donations and deliveries trend lately, but this is one thing that I am going to need. I got a new helmet, my first new helmet in a very long time. My apprentice stole my other one and I've decided to start riding bikes again. The MS trip, it is going that well that I'm probably actually able to get back on a bike. So I went all over town, and of the helmets I could find, this was the only one that didn't exclusively fit kids. So one size fits all is wrong. But yeah, this is a 55 to 61 medium to large, so not too bad. I guess it feels nice, it hugs fairly well, but it is basically just a hunk of foam. I used to have one of them bright orange stack hats back in the day, and they were reliable. They had a good polycarbonate shell and everything. I don't trust them quite as much as these ones. Rather, I don't trust these quite as much as my old stack hat, but it's better than nothing on my head, I'll say that much. Anyway, let's move on and see what else shows up. Okay, we have another delivery. This is a purchase I made for my senior advisor. She's doing a lot of camping lately and wanted a decent knife. And she bought one of these J-Car utility knives, and it's just horrible. So I thought I'd buy her a better knife. Now, I did want to buy something that was like a couple of $100, a really quality knife from a local knife maker, but I can't afford that. Now, this is a Chinese-made knife, but the design of the knife is probably a copy of something else. Either way, the design is what we need. Predominantly, you've got a bevel that is easy to sharpen. You've got a big, broad, flat working area, and the shape of this tip gives you options for other utility purposes. There's a nice square edge here that you can scrape your flint steels on without messing up your blade. It doesn't slip out of your hand very easily. It balances sort of okay. It is a little bit back heavy, but we can work on that. And when you put your thumb here for control, it is right over the top of the working edge. So you've got good control when you want to do flint sticks and things like that. Just all round, this is a much more useful knife. The knife that she had chosen has got serrations in the working edge here. They're impossible to sharpen, and they make it impossible to do things like feather sticking. Just makes for a useless knife. Not to mention it's a folder with a different action to unlock and lock, and it's so tight you can't open it. This is a full tang knife, structurally a lot better. So even though it is made in China, I don't mind paying the $50 Aussie price tag, and it does have a little sheath. A little bit of a cheap sheath, but still better than nothing. So hopefully this does a better job for it than the $16 J-Car utility knife that the flint steel doesn't even strike up. So we should be good with this, and we'll see how we go. Alright, another delivery showed up. We'll see what's in this one. Alright, these appear to be red marker lights for push bike, and I think they're rechargeable. Oh, they actually have power in them. Awesome. I'll work out how to turn them off later. I think it's like that. Okay, we have another delivery. This one's on the back of the one I opened in the car earlier. This will probably be of the same topic, I'm going to guess. Let's have a look here. This is hopefully a cheap push bike headlight that might suit for my apprentice. Although these days cheap push bike headlights these days are actually not too bad. This one has USB-C charging, that's nice. It's got a little rubber latch to hold, or rubber strap to hold it on. And it is actually quite suitably bright. That's not too bad. Oh, and we've got battery level, and we've got brightness control. And we've got super epilepsy mode. So that is one. Dim. The other light, so it's a different, so it's got spot and spread. And then it's got, oh, this is actually nicer than a flashing light. This is a little bit better than the epilepsy mode. So, okay, spread, dim, spot, both, fade, flash. Okay, interesting. But yes, and so we've got USB-C charging, little rubber cap here. They give you, they come with a rear light as well. Okay, I already got 2 of these. So I've got 3 of them now. All right. They gave you the whole set in one go. Cool. This is this has an open hole into the little pouch cell in there. That's a slightly different style. but this one is USB-C chargeable. Has some flashing, some fancy little modes. Yep, stuff you want people to get you want to get people's attention with these anyway. Oh, somebody is calling me. I'll be back. All right, we have a delivery. We got a GoPro Hero 9 battery and dual charger because I'm traveling overseas in the near future and I'm just taking the one GoPro. But the bloke who sold me this was kind enough to give me a couple more batteries. And these are like apparently cold climate batteries as well. They will work better in the cold. So a couple of bonuses. But let's get this open. This is a brand newie. This guy buys up lots of like obsolete old stock from places. This one looks like it came from Harvey Norman. So I got a pretty good deal on this. Let's see if I can get it open and see what you get in here. Alright. Okay. There's a massive manual in there for this. I don't think it's that hard to use. There's our charger, there's our battery, and another genuine GoPro lead, which is nice. That I do actually need one. I lost one the other day. So we've got our brand new battery, plastic wrapped and everything. That's why I use a knife when we can use that. Alright. I see why I should have used a knife now. That goes down in the bin. So we can plonk that in there. The oh, that is a tight fit. Am I doing something wrong here? Oh, okay, it's just a tight fit. Okay, because the problem I had with my GoPro is that all the magnets and stuff that are over here. It's the original battery. I actually ended up, I pulled the cap off the end of the battery, pulling this out. And so I had to glue it back on. And there is a slight bulge in that battery. But, you know, with all these batteries, I think I'll get some decent life out of it. I've got 4 batteries now. So for a New Zealand trip, that works pretty well. Anyway, we'll see what else shows up. Alright, we have some donations here, or rather deliveries, more to the point. A couple of 3.5mm TRS audio leads. We're traveling soon, so, or at least a month or two, I think. Anyway, we will need these to connect my headset to the on-aircraft entertainment system. And one for my apprentice as well. So that's good. Now this is likely the last donation for the month unless you see something else. It's been a short month, mostly because I've been saving money. Overseas travel is expensive, so I've been dialing it back a notch. That and this channel has lost tremendously more money than it's ever made. So we're not in it for the money, but I've got to make the budget work. So anyway, we'll see you in the next month, and I hope it was interesting. Hopefully there's some more stuff shows up.